just like an oven. Oh, they say you're hotter than July. You used to be the life of the party, but now you're broken hearted. And I just came around to wake you up. All that you need is someone to know you. Need to be treated like somebody loves you. And I don't wanna see you looking down. I
Peace, peace, everybody.
Hey,
What's going on? Hey, this is our anniversary. Did you guys know that?
for what?
Our month. It's our first month. Come
Wow.
on, we did our first month. This is our fourth show. Come on, y'all. We rocking tonight.
Happy anniversary.
Right.
Wow.
Happy
There she go.
anniversary.
There
Happy
she go.
anniversary.
There
Happy
she
anniversary. Happy
go. Right.
anniversary. Happy anniversary. Sorry.
Right. So, how was everybody's weekend? Let's start with Drippy Dre.
My weekend was real cool until Sunday. It started raining. It was a torrential downpour. It was crazy. It got crazy out there. But besides that, I got no other complaints. It was very blessed, and I'm happy I made it. Chef Tammy, how you?
I'm good, hanging in there, no complaints. My weekend was good. Spent a little time at the beach, went to the pool, lovely things
Nice.
like that. How you doing over there, Empress?
My weekend was great. You guys know I'm a sun baby. So that Friday when it was in the 80s, got out, went for a walk, took the little ones for his first walk. Like it was great, enjoying the weather and enjoying the gossip. Tammy, we're going to do some girl talk, y'all. Tammy, did you follow all that stuff with Derek Jackson and what's his face?
Girl,
Oh,
Kevin,
Why is dragging his poor wife?
Kevin Samuels is the other guy.
Oh, two.
Yeah.
Why they dragging his poor man's wife? She ain't do nothing.
No, it's not. It's not.
The bonnet.
It's the. It was
So
the
what?
It was the.
You want us to have our hair, right?
It was the squeezing of the hands. The
Not
hands
on
were
TV.
being squozen.
He did that.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't want to say the wrong thing live, but it don't look too kosher to me.
right.
Yeah, that whole thing was a hot mess, and it's just ladies and gentlemen, don't take your advice from people on social media. So be your own wise judge. You can listen to advice, but you don't have to follow through. Stop breaking up with your men because you listening to this cheating ass man.
Yo,
I'm not laughing at y'all sisters. I'm not laughing, but woo, girl.
Like I had to tell someone before. Everybody's got advice.
Right.
Some good, some bad. But advice is just that, advice. It's not a rule.
And what's the saying? Opinions are like,
Everybody got one and they all stink.
That they all
you don't gotta take it, but I don't.
Mine don't stink, okay?
Oh, of course not, Dr. Feelgood.
Of course not, Dr. Feelgood, because he juices and berries, and he okay.
Juices and berries, y'all.
He's got the waves to prove it.
That's right.
Wait, let's see. We going to Notion? Let me see. Whoa.
Look at Drippy, guys. Can I have a moment to myself, Dre? Nah. Dre, my goodness. But nah, seriously, nah. Dre, you shaking up there, you dripping. Yeah, it was real crazy this week. It was a lot going on social media, and I really didn't know much about the guy. But I hear a lot of people followed him, and he was giving advice for years, and then it wasn't just he cheated with one person; he cheated with several,
multiple.
Yeah, and he published like books and stuff. Like he was making millions.
Yeah, he is. Yes.
Listen, yeah.
I don't know if he's gonna be making millions now.
And at the end,
she's gonna leave with half.
But that's the thing. People love negativity, so people are still gonna go out and purchase his things. They're gonna, I want to know about him. What's this guy about?
The best publicity.
Right. There's no such thing as bad publicity. This can only
everybody know him now.
Everybody's talking about him. He's on the news. Like, come on.
Because people love. Yeah. I feel bad for his wife though.
I do too. I do too.
Because I think she tried to stay out of the public spotlight as much as she could. For a long time, people didn't even know he was married.
I didn't. Right. I had no idea he was married.
But why y'all like to talk about Justin Bieber preacher?
Who?
Justin Bieber preacher. Ain't he getting some trouble? The preacher that was preaching too?
Oh yeah, he cheated on his wife. Yeah, they all, here it is again. These public figures wanting to
showmances.
Listen, the best thing, especially when you're not clean, the best thing is to keep your mouth shut. Don't give nobody no advice, especially
who I'm gonna talk to for advice.
Yard when your backyard is filthy. Your backyard.
You know who y'all need to talk to?
You know who I'm gonna talk to for advice?
Who?
My daddy.
He gonna say Dr.
Feelgood. And Dr. Feelgood.
Oh,
my daddy.
Yes, for 30 minutes.
Daddy, listen,
you
daddy talk to for advice. Now, this is the thing, though, right? The one thing about our show and about me, I don't give advice because I didn't get my relationships right. So what I like to do is I like to have conversation and you, it's like a plate of food. You pick off it what you want. But I'm not going to tell you what to eat,
exactly,
and what's right to eat, and what's wrong and what's right. Because I think when I watch a lot of these so-called relationship gurus, right, they're always telling people what you doing wrong is, and what your problem is, and there's the problem.
But how do you know?
Right.
Here's my thing: how do you truly know? Because you and I can have the same event happen, but me and my hubby is two very different people from you and whoever and your lady. You know what I mean? So our personalities make a difference. Our history makes a difference. Like our relationship history, like all of that comes into play. So I can't come from across the street and you tell me a snippet of your life and I have all the answers. It's not possible.
Right.
There's no one set rule, right?
That's right.
No, there's no manual on this. Can you imagine the millionaire the person would be if they actually wrote a relationship manual that was actually like a manual?
Feel good.
Hey, man,
they'd be a trillionaire.
Listen, Dr. Phil have some of the answers, but not all of them. But check this out, right? So this week, you know, I haven't really been posting a lot of my stories, you know, well, people inbox me and tell me their stories and things of that nature, only because I kind of wanted to focus more on the show and the things that we were doing. But I got something interesting that I wanted to bring up to our audience and to you guys as we talked earlier. And the conversation, well, the I guess the writing on the wall was about a broken engagement. You know, this person was engaged, things didn't work out, and then she said that the husband or the fiance wanted the ring back, and I just thought that was crazy. So what are your thoughts? A broken engagement, should the person get the ring back if things don't go through? Empress, start off with you.
Me?
Yeah.
It depends. If she broke it off because she didn't,
if it you know, whether she broke
it depends on who and why. So, example, I get engaged, whatever. For whatever reason, I come to the realization that I shouldn't have said yes. Right. So I'm gonna be like, you know what? I made a mistake. I'm sorry, but I can't marry you. And I'm gonna hand him back his ring because it was my decision to break the engagement.
Right.
Now, if he engaged to me and got a whole girlfriend off on the side and a baby mama off on this side and like a whole bunch of other stuff, nah, I'm keeping it. Because you proposed to me with a false contract.
Oh, nice. That's a nice one, girl.
So what's your thoughts? What's your thoughts?
Ooh, man, Deb just knocked me over with that one. Yeah, she's got it. She's got it. I definitely think you should give the ring back. I think you should give the ring back. I feel like an engagement is a promise of something more. You know what I'm saying? It's a contractual thing. Like, okay, giving you this ring in lieu of a marriage at some point. You know what I'm saying? So if there is to be no marriage, then there should be no ring. You should definitely give the ring back. What do you think, Dre?
Now, I think definitely if my time is invested and we no longer invested in each other, when we part ways, I'm going to want my compensation. Not only is my heart broken, my pocket's been broken too. Give me back some type of dignity as I leave. Dr. Phil,
what's your on me?
Huh? What?
You shouldn't have cheated on me.
What? I didn't say I cheated. I just said I wanted my ring back. Things didn't work out.
I'm just bothering him. You know I have to bother Drip.
Dr. Phil, good. How you feel though?
This is how I feel, right? So a relationship is two people, right? And so if it's two people, if one person isn't in agreement, then you're both aren't in agreement, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that means that it isn't that person's fault, or that if it just doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. Now, me, I'm a different kind of dude, so I don't want no ring back that I bought you. You can keep that and keep it pushing. You know, I'm not gonna ask for the ring back. I don't want the ring back. I bought it for you. Even if we move, because to me that's like, okay, if it starts with the ring, then what about the trips we might have took or other things that I've done? Am I gonna ask for all that? Because that was
that wasn't with a contingency though.
Right.
Contingency to marry me.
There's supposed to be another ring that comes after that. It's a graduation stage.
But I don't agree with that, because to me it's like you if you start with the ring, you might as well ask for everything back.
Because I didn't go on vacation with the contingency that you're gonna marry me. I want a vacation you to have a good time.
All I'm saying to you is, if a man asks for the ring back, then he might as well start asking for everything else that he gave you back too. Why you want the ring back? And Okay, you got $10,000 in a joint account with her. You want that back too?
Yeah, it's a joint account.
Yes.
We're supposed to split
We
that
gonna
down
split
the
that.
middle.
Yes.
Right.
How about if we get back the ring and we split the difference?
I mean, what's the point of giving her the ring if you already know coming into something that nothing's guaranteed, right?
That's true.
Okay.
So can he take his services back too?
Yeah.
You can't take orgasms back.
So my point is this, right? My point is strictly this.
What's your point?
If you're man enough to give her the ring, then step off and just let her keep it and keep it pushing. And just next time, don't put yourself in that scenario. I'm just saying, I would never ask a woman for her ring back.
That's solid.
Me.
Okay.
Dre is a little different though. Drippy's a little different.
What if she offered it back? What if she did what I said? Like, yo, I can't marry you, and she's handing it back to you.
Well, I mean, like I said, I was divorced, and in my divorce, my ex-wife asked me. She said, "Do you want the ring back?" I said, "Nah, you keep that. I bought that for you. What I'm gonna do with it?" You know what I'm saying? So for me, that's just how I move. I could have been like, "Yeah, I paid X amount of money for it, give it back," but I just felt like, what I'm gonna do? Give it to somebody else? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just my
position. To the jeweler.
Want it? You can take it back. Oop, some of your money.
It wasn't about, for me, it's just like, I'm just letting bygones be bygones. So you go ahead and take that. And
I understand that.
And that's admirable. That's admirable.
That is
admirable. Did y'all see Person Fields? She said she broke up and she gave the ring back.
Nice.
Holla. Salute.
If I was her, if I was a woman, I wouldn't be giving no dude his ring back.
Well, listen, she said she broke up the engagement. I mean, that's admirable.
I don't care if she broke it up or not.
What about Sheena though?
So I was engaged before. I broke up with him.
Breaking news. You broke up with him. How did that go? He did not?
I did not give the ring back because he had like 5 other women.
Oh, well, yeah, he cheated. No, you don't get the ring back.
But
you with Darren Jackson?
My jewelry box.
You was with Darren Jackson?
That's a
He took the ring out my jewelry box.
Oh, ratchet.
So I still don't have it.
Oh.
I want to know how many women.
I was gonna find it.
So let me pose a question to the room and to the audience.
What's up?
I want to know how many women that's watching right now. I don't care if you broke up or not, but if a man gave you a ring and things didn't work out, would you give that ring back or not? Now I want to bring something else up. Last week or within the last few weeks, Quavo from the Migos broke up with his girlfriend. Right. He bought her a
Bentley
truck.
Yeah.
He wanted the truck back.
Yeah.
He repoed it.
Say that again.
He repoed
it. I think he got it repoed.
Repoed it, so repoed
He's not paying for it.
So my point is, this is what I'm saying. That's corny and that's tacky.
Come on,
don't give her nothing.
That's a little different.
Nah. Don't be out here calling people.
That one's a little different.
Corny to me.
What you mean, fam?
That's
no, that one's a little different.
He gave up Bentley, B.
He don't. He didn't pay cash for that though.
A whole Bentley.
He
didn't pay cash for it.
Money. She can pay for it. If she can't,
the only reason
she don't afford to have it.
Right. The only reason why you can get something repossessed is if you owe the bank. Right. There's a lien on the title. Right. So we broke up. I should continue paying for your truck.
Right.
But when he
broke
up,
I don't blame him for that.
Let her pay for it.
He said he did. He said she's not the person he thought she was.
She
ain't. How did that work? He
brought
it to somebody different. He ain't
People change. People change. People start making
if he was making payments. I'm sorry, Sammy. Go ahead, honey.
I was saying that people change and that, listen, situations change. She's making money now. If she can't take over those payments, she don't deserve to have the truck. Bottom line. Every time I turn around, Sweetie's on a new modeling gig. She's doing a new modeling shoot. So come on, she's getting money. So if you can't make those payments, then the truck goes back. I don't think I totally.
I don't think he should have kept paying for it after we broke up.
Right. Why should he? They're not together no more. Take over.
They broke up because she was on the TV with the ex, though.
Yeah,
it don't matter. Like, okay, we breaking up. I'm not going to continue to finance this for you.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Like,
now he felt sketchy that she was gonna have a threesome with 2 dudes, and she said it in front of the world.
Oh Lord,
yeah, she's
that's what it was. Nah, what? That wasn't it. That ain't had nothing to do with it.
I don't even know who she is. What does she sing? She's a rapper, right?
The Weedy. You know what Sweetie saying?
I'm just saying.
No, I'm Jamaican. I know reggae.
Here's a millionaire guy that spends all this money showing all the things that he has, right? Then he wants to parade around with this woman that he says is his. He shows the world, he buys all this stuff, and then when things don't work out, you go back to him and be like, "Yo, I'm taking this and I'm taking that." To me, that's
he didn't take it. He stopped paying for it.
He didn't own it. He didn't own it to give to her. He's making payments.
My whole point is, I don't give things that if things don't work, I want to take it back.
So what would you do in that scenario?
You gonna pay the car until it's paid off?
What would you do?
Pay the car until it's paid off?
Nah.
You're gonna continue the car payments?
What she would have got from me was a Honda Accord, and I would have kept it pushing.
No. But you gonna pay the Accord? You gonna pay the Accord off?
Nah, I would have just that would have been
it. You just said it's
corny, man. You gonna pay the car off?
They're reliable cars.
That's right.
They're reliable cars. Shoot,
it's the way you said it.
You ride down the block, you see more Honda Accords than Bentley trucks, don't you?
You ain't never told no lie.
Okay, there you go.
No lie.
All I'm saying is, okay, so Dr. Feelgood,
yeah,
you're financing this car.
Right.
It's a 3 to 5 year finance.
Right.
You paying it?
6 months to a year later, we break up. You still paying for the rest of the 5 years for my car?
What you doing?
You wouldn't be getting no car from me, so it don't matter.
What's wrong with me? Why can't I get a car?
I'm not the Bentley. I'm just saying I'm a little different. I don't mean
get a Honda Civic.
I don't mean it like that, Empress. What I mean is,
I like Honda Accords.
I'm not. If it's
a Honda Accord, Bentley.
Yo, you went from calling him corny. You went from calling him corny to not giving him the car. You're crazy.
I'm talking about me. I'm just saying me. I don't buy gifts like that. I don't buy gifts that I got to think about later if she mess up.
And that's
a multi-millionaire. He's a multi-millionaire. So what you might consider a gift or a trinket of affection, that might be what that considered as far as what his per capita is.
Yeah.
So that's why it makes it even more corny. Because you doing something you got the money for and things don't work out. Now you want the car back. So what else? He want the Birkin bags? He want a clothes back? Like, to me,
no. All I'm saying is
for the car because it's a further investment.
At the bank.
So let me ask you this question: if he bought her a $300,000 vehicle, just like somebody might have bought a $10,000 ring, right?
Right.
Now you knew what you was doing before you did it. You knew that you wanted to give this person that vehicle or that ring. Things don't work out. So my whole thing is, why even put yourself in that scenario if that's how you know how you are? Suppose it wasn't another guy that she was. Just suppose they broke up on their own merit. So now you're gonna go down the line and say, "Okay, I bought $300,000."
You gonna make up something now? Nah, but
you already said it. You're not.
If he bought her $300,000 car, you think he ain't buy her other expensive stuff?
Of course.
Oh, sure.
Well, he ain't asking nothing else back but the car.
Right.
The car is different because he's still currently paying for it.
He's contractually obligated.
So if I spent $100,000 on a ring, say he spent $100,000 on a ring for her, you think he don't want that back either?
I'm gonna get that.
Okay, so this is why it's corny to me. This is why it's corny. Because what happens is fellas like that start going down the line. Oh, I want this back, and I want. Listen, when things don't work, you got to take the loss with the loss. It's like you can't win all the time, and you can't see if you are able to win and love your wins, then you got to love your losses too. You got to be able to walk away from that.
Ooh,
that's how I'm saying it.
Right. See, now he puts it so philanthropical, it makes it make sense and shit. Excuse me.
So I'm mad at that. I want to read from one of our viewers.
Go ahead.
Pearson Fields says, if the car and the insurance were still in his name, she should give it back. That becomes a liability issue in case she gets in an accident. She's an insurance agent. She is absolutely correct.
She's right.
If he's the one that's paying, if he's the one that's paying for it, and he has absolutely no access to it, and she's the one driving it around all the time, that is a liability for him.
Take that back.
Can mess with him. That can suspend his license.
Bring that back.
Okay, so then let's switch gears then. You're dealing with this
gear now. What gear now?
Let's switch gears a little bit.
What gear now?
Okay, now that it got too heavy? No,
it didn't get too heavy, but I just think everybody made their point. So I'm gonna give it to y'all in a different way.
Okay.
So he said he thought
I
he knew
hate
this
you.
person, or she wasn't the person he thought she was.
Right.
So I'm asking you, do you want a partner that you can mold then? Do you want a partner that you can mold to be what they want them to be for you? Drippy, do you want somebody that you can mold?
Yes, I want somebody that I can mold. I want to mold a life with. I want to be able to mold my partner. I want my partner to be able to mold me. I think we need to be able to make things from starting from nothing and assemble it to be greater things. And that comes with us at the beginning, releasing our egos and our attitudes and becoming new people so that we could be the best compatibility wise for each other personally. Dad, what are you thinking, Empress?
Don't.
Let Chef Tammy go.
Go ahead, Tim. You go first.
Tammy, please.
Basically, I agree pretty much with Dre in the same place. I definitely want to be molded, and I want to mold someone because I feel like every relationship is a new and individual thing, and I think that you have to mold each other to each other's likeness, and the things that make each other compatible and things of that nature. So yeah, I definitely think that you should be able to mold your partner and vice versa. It shouldn't be like one way or the other. It needs to be both partners molding each other. Not I want to turn her into something and this is what I want her to be. No, that's a little bit ridiculous. Now you're creating a blow up doll.
Yeah.
How about you, Empress?
Nah, see, like it's a whole big thing. Like to me, nah, I'm not trying to mold you. We trying to grow together. And the reason why I say I'm not trying to mold you is because the reason I got with you and the reason I love you or fell in love with you or started to like you or was infatuated with you is because of who you were when I met you.
Right.
Okay.
So if I'm saying, like, if you have a business idea and I have a business idea, then I liked you for your business idea. So, okay, let's put our ideas together and make this one big business or maybe two separate ones. But that's not me molding you. You already had that outside of me.
So what you're saying is, I want to get this straight, and I'm just going to interject really quickly. So what you're saying is you can be in a relationship and totally just accept the person for who they are, not trying to say, well, this better fits me. You just telling me whoever they are, that's
right.
what it is.
You just gonna
right.
Yeah. I'm not in the business of
no, Empress.
Boo.
Sorry. Yo,
no, okay.
You
got mad women until he got mad women.
No, that ain't realistic.
Not realistic.
That's not realistic. You just don't. You telling me that you never say treat me like this or I like things like that. That's molding.
That's what.
No, because no. I'm not gonna tell you how to treat me because how you treat me is how you naturally are, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because if I ask you to do something that's not native to you, it's temporary.
Right.
Ooh.
No.
It's like how I treat my man. That's me. That's innate. That's because I love you. It's not, and it happens to work for him.
Okay.
But if I don't eat grits. I hate grits. So now if he tells me I love a woman who eats grits and I start eating grits because of him, eventually I'm gonna be like, yo, I can't do this no more. I hate grits.
No, that's
like,
just being a yes man. We talking about molding, not just as far as you doing things that you don't want to do. But let's say like you don't like eating certain things, and he like, yo, babe, let's try sushi. You don't really like to try certain things, so he like, yo, let's try sushi.
I won't date somebody that won't try. That's not into trying new things. I'm not in the business of forcing you to do what you don't.
That's part of molding.
So what did you just say? You won't date.
You won't date somebody.
I won't date somebody who's like that. No,
you just said
if you're not open to trying things,
that's a contradiction.
Then I won't date you.
You just kind of contradict yourself, boo.
No, I won't date you. That means you're not my relation. I'm not in a relationship with you.
Oh, okay, I get you.
That's not that. I don't just because I accept you don't mean I got to be with you.
Right. That's true. So if they ain't on the page you on, you just ain't giving them a shot.
We got to be on the same page. People talk about equally yoked and compatibility all the time. That's part of it.
Right. But part of it is also.
I'm not saying don't grow. I'm not saying don't strive to make yourself better. But like me striving to make myself better definitely helps my relationship. But I'm not doing that solely for my relationship. I'm doing that for me. I want to be a better person.
This is what I'm gonna say. Right. And then I'm gonna give it to Chef Tammy. It's like seeds. You put them in the soil. If you leave them there, they're not gonna grow. But you have to
nurture.
You have to nurture. You have to water it.
Water them and talk to them in order for them to spring life And a relationship is the same way.
Right.
You may not think you're molding somebody, but you are.
But you are.
When you tell him you have a newborn, right? I'm pretty sure you told him, do it like this or do it like that, or no, you're molding each other as you go.
So wait, I don't even have to speak for it. He's on there speaking.
Who, the baby?
What did he say?
So,
read us his comments.
All right. So, hi baby. Deuce is my hubby, y'all.
Hey, Deuce.
So the first thing he said was, depends on the type of person you are. Some people want someone they can mold. Dre. Some people love people the way they are and aim to love them as they grow through all of life experiences. I'm in the latter. And then to your comment, he said, watering is not molding. And I agree with him.
Okay,
watering is not molding.
What is watering then?
What is watering?
Watering is taking care of it and nurturing it.
So when you nurture your relationship, what are you doing?
That's not me. So when I think, like, let's take it visual. When I hear the word mold, I'm thinking clay. Wow. I'm thinking I'm making pottery and I'm making a cup and I'm making it how I want it to look.
Right.
When we are nurturing a relationship together, it's like watering a flower. I'm not creating that flower how it looks. I'm giving it the nutrients it needs, but I'm not changing its appearance.
No, we're not.
Watering is us eating food. That doesn't change our appearance. It's necessary for us to not die.
Right, but
not the same thing.
So in the same token, so you telling me two people could exist with each other and totally be in tune without even making any adjustments along the way? Because really, that's what molding is.
Right. Like I said, if an adjustment is made, it has to. I'm a firm believer of it has to come from you. Like if I want to change something about me, I have to do it because I want to do it. If I do it because my partner would like me to, I really don't believe it's sustainable. I might be able to do it for 6 months. I might be able to. All right. I used to be a smoker, right? I stopped. I stopped because I knew I needed to, and he motivated me to. If it wasn't real, as soon as I get stressed out, I start smoking again.
Right.
But that's because of me. Because I want to stop. It's the same kind of thing. Like I said, it doesn't mean not growing together, but I'm not sitting there like a piece of clay and Play-Doh.
I think a little differently. So let's put it to the room. The room. Do you want someone that you can mold? Anyone in the audience? Do you want someone
who's been molded already? He said, "Deb speaks my answer." Shut your.
I did not mold him. Trust me.
You gotta mold him.
He got too strong of a personality for me, even if I wanted to.
Listen, this is what I'm gonna say. You mold me when I do something wrong.
Word.
Both of you ladies.
Word.
So you telling me you're not doing that in a relationship? You mold me quick. Oh, you gave me the eye. Here's the link. Hurry it up. that means that you're telling me that my time ain't good enough. You want me to be on your time. I'm not fast enough.
Right.
So
catch up.
Right.
Oh, listen what Queasy Jackson said. She said, "I believe every woman should be under the leadership of her husband, and his divine leadership in the home will be the mold of who you are as a woman."
Speak that talk, Queen.
What y'all think, ladies?
Okay.
Ladies,
what y'all think?
I can't say I disagree, but that's molding the home. That's not molding him.
But he's in the home. But he's in the home. He has to be the molder.
But who leaves the home?
Is he the molder?
So when I say molding our home, it's our kids. It's like, hey, where are we going on vacation? It's not. I'm not changing him. I fell in love with him. Why do I want to change him?
No, but as you grow, right? People, we all know this. People don't stay the same, right?
You're gonna change.
No, but we grow together.
Right.
Indeed.
So that's again not me saying, hey, I don't like this little bump here. Let me smooth out the click.
Let me ask you a question. Could I pose a question to you guys? She says something true. Does everybody agree that you're supposed to grow together?
100.
Yeah.
Right. So if you're with somebody and it's year 1 and now you're at year 10, y'all grew 10 years together, right? 9 years together, y'all grew. Sometimes
absolutely
you can grow, but you grow this way and somebody can grow that way. Is that true?
Yeah.
People grow apart sometimes, yes.
Yeah, they can grow apart.
all the time.
Or you don't even have to even grow apart. You can just grow different
directions,
like and what interests you. It's not so much growing apart. I'm just saying, like, if you're not molding people along the way, if you're not making those necessary adjustments, I just believe it's kind of hard to have a relationship just solely. One thing, I'm a firm believer in what you're saying, not to cut my thought off, but I'm a firm believer in accepting people for who they are. If
absolutely,
yes, I'm with you 100%. But it's also a factor that has to come into play where you're saying, okay, if we're going to be together, there's certain, like me, I've learned to tell people that I'm interested in, this is, if you want the best out of me, this is how you need to do it.
Treat me.
So now this
is how you need to, deal with me on certain situations. I didn't know how to do that before. So I know that, I'm willing to make adjustments.
But again,
you want to be loved.
Whose decision was it to make the adjustments? Yours, right?
No, it was my suggestion.
Okay, so now here's this.
It was their reaction to it.
Right.
So someone can either take the suggestion because they intrinsically want to, like it's something that's within their capability to do.
Right.
Or perfect example. Y'all know this. I interrupt y'all all the time. Right? That's part of my personality. It's innate. I interrupt y'all all the time. Right. It drives everybody crazy. It's something about me that's probably never going to change no matter how much I work on it.
Understood.
Right? I'm working on it because even though I know that's part of me, I think I need to get better. Right. It bothers me that it bothers other people.
Right.
There's other people that are just like, nah, this is how I am. Either way, the change has to come from me.
Yeah,
I get it.
I have to want to change it.
And it starts with your acknowledgement. You're aware of it, you're aware, and you're working on it. I mean, and that's what it starts at. I mean, like you said, there's some people that just are not going to work on it at all. They don't even see anything wrong with it. You understand?
Yeah, you're molding yourself.
Right. So
if I come out and I start picking out, I don't like this about you. I don't like this about you. I need you to do this for me. I need you to do this for me. If I have this whole list, why did I get with you?
I mean,
that's individual.
I got with you because I liked how you treated me in the first place.
Yeah, but as a couple, y'all should have things that y'all gonna do together and be able to build together. And I'm saying, as a character, he's gonna be able to strengthen your character and improve you and your better things, and hopefully being able to improve on your weaknesses as well. So that all comes with just
absolutely. But that's not molding to me because that's a character. Yeah. That's a character trait I already had. He just brought it out of me.
Yeah, to reinforce, indeed.
So
molding means he put it there.
Well, I'm a firm believer in, you accept people for who they are, like I said, but along the way, you're gonna have to make some adjustments if you want the relationship to work. And some people are gonna come to you because I know people gonna say what I like and what I don't like.
Right.
And I don't think that's molding. I mean, I don't think that's, if someone comes to you and asks you to make these adjustments, of course, they're just trying to make you a better fit for them. To me, that's like, why fight that? That's like when we speak to women about women, and I'm switching it a little bit, guys. But when we talk to women about being feminine, go back over there. Sorry about that.
Technical difficulties, y'all.
Yeah, little technical difficulty. When we speak to women about being feminine and less aggressive and
whatever, I'm aggressive,
submissive, that shakes a lot of people's feathers because a lot of women, in the same way, is that molding by asking your woman to be submissive? Is that molding?
You want to know something? Yes, and the reason why is because if she's going to be submissive to you, you don't have to ask her.
What if she doesn't know how?
Doesn't know.
To show her.
She's just used to doing what she's used to doing.
I am used to doing. Okay, this is me again. My dad had 3 girls.
Well, it almost came out.
I am aggressive. Y'all know that.
Whoa.
My dad had 3 girls. I'm the youngest of 3 girls.
Okay.
I was under the car hood, doing carpentry, doing electrical work, full of hands dirty, doing all the stuff with my dad.
Right.
I've been living by myself for 15 years, if not longer. Right. I had to do everything by myself. And then when who I dated in the past, yeah, it's nice, it sounds good, but then when it comes for you to show up and I need you to actually be the leader, you can't. So I end up having to do it. It was a matter of survival.
Right.
So now that I don't have to be in that survival mode, I can look at it and be like, oh damn, I don't have to do this and just chill. It will happen once you put her in the position for her to do it.
What's your thoughts, Chef?
But a lot of men come into it like, nah, I'm the man. You need to submit to me. Submit to what? You didn't give me anything to submit to.
Chef Tammy, what's your thoughts, Chef Tammy?
Tammy, what's up?
I don't really have any. Good.
Drip.
I'm sorry, Tammy. They got me on a roll. I'm a.
My thought is women submit to subjectiveness. So Saweetie submitted for a time period until she had the time to really be who she was.
Who?
It was
Right, Sweetie.
Her situation with the Quavo situation.
Oh, okay.
So she submitted until she had time to be who she really was.
Okay.
The situation where he's like, damn, I didn't know who you was. I didn't think that the woman that I would tell my personal business and tell me like, yo, you're gonna have a threesome with another man, and I bought you a Bentley. The woman that I'm buying a Bentley wouldn't do this to me. So it's like the same kind of thing that you expecting of your woman is gonna be, you know, the basis of where you going with your thing. You know what I mean? Really though.
Right. You know.
Right.
Go ahead, Chef Tam. You got
No,
something?
I was gonna say I agree with that. I definitely agree with that. And people do change. And like you said, Sweetie, she played a certain role until she didn't have to anymore. And this is why he's saying, like, this is not the person I knew. I didn't know her. I don't know her. You know, the chick I knew was humble and kind and sweet. Now this new chick is, you know, she's making a little money. She's probably a little bit more arrogant, a little bit more confident. You know, she don't need him so much.
He didn't wait.
But yet thought she was gonna keep the Bentley. You know, keep the Bentley truck. No, he's saying, you don't need me. You know what I'm saying? You're not the person that I thought you were. You don't need this car. You're making your own money. You got your confidence is up. Go do that. So, Deb.
He thought he didn't wait long enough for the representative to go home.
Right. The representative. There's the word right there.
Let me ask this.
He didn't wait long enough.
Let me ask.
Say that again, Dr. Phil?
Let me ask this question. So I posed a question on the platform this week, and it said, "How much are you holding back of the real you in the first 3 to 6 months in dating someone? What is it supposed to do? 20%, 50%, or 70%, right?" And so some of the comments that came in that I'm just reading some of the comments so that y'all kind of so I can get to the point. But some people said I never hold back. I'm 100% from the start. I never hold back for what? I'm always 1,000. You know, a couple other people said I'm 100%, 100%. Then someone like me said, I don't give 100% of myself to a person when I'm dating them. And I know this. I do that on purpose because I feel like I'll give you about 20%. Some of that stuff you gotta learn and you gotta earn. The other stuff you gotta learn and earn. So for me, it's like I'm not gonna give you all sides of me because I don't think every person deserves 100% of me. Some
Absolutely.
of that you gotta work for. So do you hold back in your dating stages? Did you always give 100%? I know most people in that chat might not be 100% truthful. It sounds good, but I don't think people just come to the table and put everything on the table and say, this is me. What you think, Drip?
I think I'm just me. I'm a bit much anyway, so but I don't give all of me because I'm a very giving and I'm a very, you know, I'm if I love you and I'm dealing with you like that and I'm in love with you and I'm really want to build with you, I really do want you to earn my heart and to earn that respect and to cherish that type of thing. So I'm not gonna give you all of that, but I mean, I give you certain things. That's fun. What you think, Chef Tammy?
I'm 100%. I'm with you. I'm a lot to begin with, so I cannot give 100% because you'll probably. This chick is crazy.
Like, yo, this girl crazy. I'm out.
So you know, I gotta baby feed him. I gotta give him a little bit.
Chef Tammy looked like the type when you go out to dinner, right? She was giving you all that. You'd be like, yo, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. She'd be like, now he been going about 10 minutes. Where's he at? What about you, Empress? What about you, Empress?
You know that. Want to know something? I was actually gonna fall into the trap of like, nah, I'm me. I don't pretend to be somebody else. And then I stopped and I thought, I don't pretend to be somebody else, but I can be a lot too. And I'm really emotional, and I tend to hide that a lot.
Right.
Because not everybody can handle that. A lot of people, like when I do get really emotional, a lot of people look at me like, okay. Whoa, like they don't really know what to do with it.
Like, you want some water? You need
right?
some water or something?
Huh?
I said they'd be like, baby, you need some water or something? Can I get you some water?
You know,
right?
What that is?
Like,
you know what that is?
Like, my best friend, she's not emotional at all. So like I get upset and I'm at her house and I'm all like crying and like throwing pillows, and she's like, you want to drink? Like she don't know what to do with it. So I do, like that part of me, I do try to hold on to as long as I can. I don't know how healthy that is, but I don't like people seeing that side of me because people judge a lot.
Got you. Chef Tammy, you was about to say something?
Kind of forgot again.
Now don't worry about it. I was about to holler because Deuce said the righteous thing. He said you can't give everybody anything until around the third or fourth day because you got to have that anger. When you see somebody and you mad and you pissed off or things ain't right and you mad and now you fighting or something ain't right, and that's when you get to see that real person. So you never really give anybody 100%.
100% correct.
1,000.
That's when you see the real person. Once you have that first fight, that first heated fight.
If it's dirty, you be like, I didn't even know you.
Better be right. You better be prepared for a lot more dirty fights. If it's dirty.
Right. Well, that's a beautiful.
Yeah, I don't like fighting dirty.
Right.
I'm too sensitive for that.
That's a beautiful thing because one of my Uncle Ty always says, and he told me, he said, look, nephew, you're never gonna know a woman until you see her mean face. And I was like, what's up? And he was like,
no, that's true.
When a woman is mad, then you'll know what you can deal with and what you're going to deal with.
Ooh.
So,
and not just angry, mad. Like
right.
Mad.
And the thing about being mad is people gonna let you know how they feel about you.
Bet that.
Absolutely.
And
speaking of letting you know, we're gonna talk about the last couple stands.
Here we go.
How you gonna be mad?
Our sponsor every week, the last couple stands. That's a dope game, ain't it?
It's a dope game. It's so dope. We figured we play and we actually play questions. All right, we're gonna ask some questions. Right. Are you ready for these questions? No, they not for the week.
Let's go.
I'm ready.
All right. So the first question is, does your partner please you in bed every time?
Who's answering first?
I'm fielding it. Anybody who feels like it, go first.
Tammy.
Tammy.
You know what, Dr. Feelgood?
Play along in the chats. Does your partner please you every time?
That's right.
Chef Tammy.
He in the chat.
I'm gonna say no, and that's just merely because not every time are we both into it. It maybe doesn't have all the same effort, you know what I'm saying, that it could have. So I'm gonna say no. That doesn't mean that I'm not happy, I'm very happy sexually. That's not what I'm saying. But does he please? No, it's very, and first of all, it takes a lot of effort to please a woman, there's a lot of different
Quite simple.
I'm just saying. I mean,
yeah, eat this.
There's a reason we got to. I'm just saying.
What did you say?
Dad, does your partner satisfy you? Every time?
Every time.
Every time.
My man, that's what you get saying in the chat. You go with that right. You heard?
But that's what's up, girl. I ain't mad at you.
I didn't have to teach him that. I did not have to teach him that.
I'm not buying that. I'm not buying that at all. No offense.
Dr. Feelgood.
What's up?
Tammy, we'll have to
every time. You had a partner that made you feel good every time?
Nah, not every time. I ain't
exactly.
I ain't even.
Damn. Nah, that would kill my ego.
I would say, and I'm gonna give it in ratios, So I would say,
what's the percentage?
Yeah,
the percentage.
I like giving percentages.
3 out of 5. 5 reports say.
I would say 6 out of 10 times I'm satisfied.
That's failing.
I've had a
failing
partner.
grade.
6 out of 10?
Out of 10, 60%.
That's a failing grade. That's 60%.
That's a D. That's a D.
Listen,
that's an F.
Oh, it's a D in my world.
Listen, at the end of the day, right? What I'm saying is, for me, it ain't gotta be 100 all 10 times.
That's right.
I'm cool with the 6. You
That's
might
right.
want 8. You might want 10.
That's
for
right.
Me, where I'm at, I'm cool
good.
With 6.
I'm gonna keep it a stack though. I had a partner that pleased me every trip, right?
That's what I'm saying. It's rare, but that shit happens.
No, but I'm gonna keep it all the way. I'm gonna keep it a stack. It was a crazy connection. It was a lot of times but the same sexual chemistry we had was the same way our relationship ended. So when one thing explodes, expect for others to go. And now we're gonna go to the next question. How long could you stay faithful if your partner received a prison sentence? This is multiple choice, so you don't have to just answer. I don't want you to jump out the window. I don't want y'all to break up tonight. A, not at all. B, 5 years max. C, the whole time. And it doesn't clarify how long the time is, and you must choose one. A, B, or C, how long are you going to be a ride or die? Not at all, 5 years max, or the whole time?
A. I'm definitely an A. Big fat A on that.
Not at all. She's not riding. The wheels is off. She's in the mechanic shop. Damn, son.
Not at all.
Whoa. You said he watching? You said he watching?
Who watching?
Who's watching?
Hubby.
Who? My hubby is.
You not riding, Tammy?
I didn't say that.
Oh, me? Is my no? I'm not riding. But
damn.
But I don't date criminals.
Damn.
So it's not a problem. I'm not doing it. I don't do
what
that.
What about if he did
what
something
if he went to jail because
don't even say what the crime is?
Let's pray I just never have to deal with those circumstances. You asked me to give an answer. You asked me to give an answer. I said A. A.
Prayer emoji. All right, that's the answer. I'm trying to help my brother out. Salama, well, you know what I'm saying. Empress.
He ain't that dude.
Empress.
So,
A, B, or C?
Okay, A is not at all. B is 5 years. C is the whole bid.
Yeah.
I want to say the whole bid, but if he got like 30 years, I don't know, man.
No. Wait, I mean, it ain't. We ain't gonna say no time, but 5 years. I mean, 30 joints. You riding?
I'm riding as long as I possibly can.
Visits, boxes.
I'm riding. That's my hobby. I'm not
writing. You got to write. There we go. Dr. Feelgood.
Yep, we going.
That's a tough one, man.
Yeah.
I'm a pretty solid and loyal person.
Right.
And I'm gonna have to go with A though.
Yo, this game comes with a timer. This game comes with a timer. He's not riding at all. He's not riding at all. But y'all just saying it ain't gonna happen. Y'all not messing with no crooks.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna keep it a hundo. I'm gonna ride with it for the 5.
Okay.
I'm gonna give it a 5. Women usually get left in prison. I thought what Papoose did was very admirable.
Absolutely.
I don't know what her situation might be. She might have got into a situation where she had to defend herself or she had to do something that was detrimental to her life. So I would ride personally.
You didn't give us
that. That's my wifey. You gonna get visits, packages. I'm phone calls. We lit. That's my stand.
Well,
listen, I got lawyers. I got lawyers in my family and close friends. We gonna figure some shit out.
I'm telling you this, right? If I'm married, it's a whole different situation.
Yeah, that's totally
right.
Oh, yeah. Yo, that's what the other thing. It's ratios. And if I'm married, sit your ass down.
Drippy, you gave us the questions and then you added your own scenario into yours.
Basically,
no, but that's
you didn't give us no choice to do that.
I'm just saying, but I was the one that picked the 5 years.
No, you picked the 5 years after you created your scenario.
It don't matter how I created it, but I did it. Put it in perspective, Pink.
Right. Yeah, you gave your answer.
Now I get to create a scenario.
Right. You gave your answer with a scenario.
If I got to create a scenario, if I'm married, I'm riding it out with my wife.
Right.
Oh, you picking C now.
Yo, marriage is all or nothing, man.
Okay. All right.
We all in.
Now, I'm going to do everything I can. Now, me sticking with her and me still moving the way I want to, she's going to have to understand that as a man, I'm going to move like a man, but I'm going to still have her back.
Oh, but Jessica said she rolled before and she'll never do it again.
I know that's right.
Jessica said.
So
Never.
I will never do that crap again. I will never do it again. That's what I mean. A big fat A. I will never do that shit again. That's right, Jessica. You said it.
Oh, because the one dude messed it up? So you give me the real dude. That's whack. That's whack.
Listen.
But then here's my question to y'all.
If you've never
tell
done,
everybody,
you have
what
no
do you
idea
do?
what it entails.
That's what I'm saying. Like, suppose your spouse went to prison because they were defending you.
That's a whole different scenario.
And they just couldn't get the defense of others like proven in court.
Listen, but you're giving scenarios. We weren't allowed to.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think
it's a scenario. You was allowed to do whatever you want. You just
whatever he gave a scenario, I'm good at too.
Well, this is a great debate. Let's see what the room says. Let's see what
they're saying in
the room says. Will you hold your person down if they did some prison time? A, not at all. B, 5 years. Or C, the whole bid. Will you hold them down? If I was married, of course I'm holding them down.
Where my riders at?
If I was dating somebody and they went to, I'm going. I'm at it. Like, all right, I might send you a few packages and send you a few letters, but after that, I'm gonna tell you though. I'm gonna tell you like, no, I'm not holding you down because I'm not in it for the long run like that.
Oh, Jessica's situation was her man messed up because it was wasted time. She could never get back. He came home and messed up.
See?
Recidivism. That's the word. I'm just saying. Person Phil said, marry, yes. Dating, hell no. She believes like you, Dr. Phil.
Yeah.
Got to have a ring. You got to put a ring on it. Fellas.
Listen, I want to say
fellas.
This.
What if he gives me a hall pass while he's in jail?
That's what I'm talking about.
Another scenario.
What if I get a hall pass while he's in prison?
You're creating another scenario.
I just gotta make sure he, make sure he goes away. He will never see him when he come home.
If he let you freak off, you gonna visit.
If what?
If he let you freak off, you gonna visit. He giving you the hall pass. He said you can have boyfriends, do whatever you want, but come see me.
But listen, if you're married, you can have conjugals. So what you need the hall pass for? If you married, you can have conjugals.
There you go. You got a
boyfriend. It depends on the prison, I believe.
Well, I
don't think it's automatic.
I'm just creating another scenario.
I'm gonna say this personally. I know someone that held somebody down for like 25 years.
Right.
That's love.
Faithfully held them down.
And I respect that. I respect that.
I gotta commend.
That's respectable.
Commend and salute her for that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people can't do
it.
Once again, that's that takes
a lot of people can't do it for 25 days.
Right.
And that's why you got to know if you're gonna be the last couple standing. My bro said he ain't doing it. You ain't doing it, King?
Nah, not if I'm dating. If I'm dating somebody and I'm dating them and they get in trouble and nah.
Listen, I'll send you a box.
What if y'all are like on your way to get married? Like, what if y'all like that's you're in a committed relationship? Like y'all thinking about what if you're on your way to getting married? Like your committed relationship. It's not just casual dating. It's you two.
Under that scenario, I would probably hang on as long as I can.
Good.
But I would say to her, now that our circumstances change, things for me might have to change too. And if she's with it, like that hall pass you're talking about, I might have to operate under that hall pass. But I won't just do it. I would discuss it with her.
Well, Deuce is asking for permission to find hold down. You know what?
All he want is head. All he want is head. Give me some head. Give me some head. But yo, Jessica got trauma, y'all. We need to get
Jessica. Find her.
Jessica, you need to book a session with Dr. Feelgood.
She
held them down for 10 years, every weekend, visits, packages, phones, please, never again. I had no hall passes. Not in every jail can you have that. Well, Jessica, you was doing all of that. Was you married to him? Let's go. You gotta let me.
Yeah,
was you married? 10 joints?
Are you married, Jessica?
That's a good question.
Jessica,
that is a great question.
She held them down.
She said she's good now. She's been over that.
She held them down. I like Jessica.
I like her too.
Yeah, that's a good. Some people.
Jessica's a writer.
Some people have the muster to do that. And
was you married? 10 joints.
Did she say? She said she was
married.
Waiting.
I'm waiting for it.
She's been waiting.
Jessica, let us know if you was married to this individual and why you hold them down. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of women out there in Jessica's shoes that did that and wasn't married. They just
he said he was the love of her life.
That was the love of her life. She got married in there. Oh, speaking on that topic, I was a side piece to a woman that was getting married to her man, and I told her don't get married, and she got married.
Say that again. Hold on, Drippy. Say that again. You cut it off. You was a side piece.
I was a side piece.
Wow, Drip.
To a woman who got married while her man was in jail. On the way to the visit, I said I don't think that's a good idea. If he love you, maybe it's a situation y'all should wait and come home and make sure that it's solid and make sure that it's right. And that's something we should talk about a little bit later, man. I ain't gonna get too deep right now. Jessica, thank you though. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Jess. For 20 years.
Well, guys,
high school sweetheart, junior high sweethearts. Oh wow,
tonight was spicy. Junior high school. That's fact. Y'all went to 2 proms.
And you see, that's 10 years she can't get back. You understand? Right. I can't take that kind of risk and that kind of gamble.
No 10 years. That's a dub. She did a Twinkie.
Dub. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know it was a dub, but that's a dub.
She did a Twinkie.
A Twinkie.
Ooh.
No, she says she was with him for 20 years.
That's 20. She did a Twinkie.
And
she was
did
for 10 joints in jail.
Damn.
That's a decade.
She
Let me put it like that. She did a decade in the Bing, and she did a diamond on the street.
Wow. Oh my God. So you want to hear the funny thing, Drip?
50-50. What up?
Yo, Drip, she moved right past.
We actually had this conversation like a few months ago. Like, yo, what's happening? Like, if I got to do a bid and blah, blah, blah. So here he goes. I just saying, if I did time, she can have her fun as long as there's money on my books. And when I come home, he know his place and he disappear. I don't want to know, and better not be no evidence he was there.
That's my T. Hey, yo, and I better not call and he be laying in bed. I'm gonna be like, yo, tell him go in the other room at least. This.
Yo, right?
Yo, listen.
No.
Hey, she got her needs and she got her urges.
So first of all,
do your time.
Don't know where I live. I don't like people know where I live ananyway.
Nah, but you
and the only way to guarantee
he
fully disappears, he don't know where I live.
You doing your dirt in the street.
No, he ain't coming to my house. You crazy? That's his house.
Well, listen, ladies and gentlemen.
Please don't get like that, babe.
We had a great show tonight. We're getting ready to wrap out. We're coming up on our hour. Make sure y'all go to Facebook, The Conversation with James Billings and Friends during the week, and engage with us with our questions that we post up. Next week, we're going to have some interesting questions as well. What did you think about tonight's show, Chef Tammy?
I thought it was great. It was really informative, really funny. I love the comments that come through from the guests. And keep the comments coming. Get involved with us. We like to talk to you guys.
Right.
Drippy, I love that last couple standing game. It's fantastic. I think everybody should go out and get a copy of it. Drippy, where can they get a copy of the game?
Oh, you can just check out lastcouplestanding.co. That's CO. You don't have to put the M, because you're going to have a lot of when they ask you them questions. Lastcouplestanding.co.
Right. And what was tonight's conversation cocktail, Chef Tammy?
Tonight's conversation cocktail was the frozen peach margarita, 2 cups of frozen peaches, 2 ounces of tequila, a half cup of orange juice, half cup of lime juice. Or you need a cup of ice. Put this all in the blender. Blend it up real good. Frozen. Put a little salt on the glass, and there's your drink.
And Empress, what's going on with your blog this week?
So I've launched a blog, everybody. Empress Speaks Her Mind.blogspot.com. We're gonna talk about topics that were on the show, plus topics that come up on my page or Dr. Feelgood's page. Log on. There should be a new entry every Monday.
Cool. Right. And Drippy Dre, what's going on with your playlist?
I'm saying the playlist is lit, man. I just need you to put it up there for me. You know, I need help, please. Okay. And if you could put in the cocktail, Queen Z Jackson said, "Can you send the link?" And she want the cocktail, and you can put the playlist over there for the people.
Right. We'll get that up in a few minutes. I want to thank y'all for watching. We up on the 8:00 hour. Tune in every Sunday night at 7 p.m. Facebook and YouTube, the live cast, The Conversation with James Billings and Friends. We love y'all. We want y'all to always tune in, stay with us, and keep rocking with us. Good night.
Good night.
Good night. Stay blessed.
It's so phenomenal. Yeah. It's so incredible. Yeah. Because of you, I wrote this song. Now it's on the radio. Yeah. Tricking all my money out. Anything you want. Step in out now. Anywhere you want. Diamond ring. always say you're hotter than July. You used to be the life of the party, but now you're broken hearted. And I just came around to wake you up. All that you need is someone to know you. Need to be treated like somebody loves you. And I don't wanna see you looking down. I can change your world. I just have one